Hello, it's Dan from Side Hustlers Resource, and welcome to today's video. Now today we're going to be talking about how to make money online while listening to music. This might sound a little bit hard to believe to some of you, but the fact is that new artists want to get their new music out to a wider audience, and they want to get feedback on their new songs. So platforms like the one we'll be taking a look at today have cropped up in order to get them the listeners that they want. Now what's great about the site we'll be taking a look at today is you can actually get paid up to $12 per song that you listen to and then give your feedback on. And you can get paid instantly to your linked bank account. Now there is a little bit of a setup process involved with using this site. So if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to give you some extra tips to get set up as quickly as possible so that you can start making money with this. And if you are interested in additional methods to make money online, then please take a second to go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that you'll be aware anytime I release new videos for the channel. Alright, so the website we're going to be talking about today is called Playlist Push, and you'll find it over at playlistpush.com, which I'll have linked for you in the description box below this video. Now once you get to the main page of the site, you're going to come up here to the top of your screen and hover over where it says For Creators, and then you're going to click on this Spotify Playlist Creators link. Now with this service, you're going to get paid for each song that you review, and then you'll also have the opportunity to add the song to a public playlist that you own, if you like it. Now I'll talk a little bit more about playlists in just a minute, but first I want to discuss the reviews. Please don't be put off by the fact that you'll need to write reviews for songs to get paid on Playlist Push, because the reviews that you do not need to be all that long. I do want to stress though that you want to be as helpful as possible in each review that you do. Try to tell the artist exactly what you liked or didn't like about their song, and be as specific as you can, because the point of these reviews is to help them improve their work. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can be paid up to $12 per song that you review, but you're not going to start out at that level. As you do more reviews, and as you do more helpful reviews for the artists on Playlist Push, your pay rate will gradually increase. So you're going to want to try to do as many song reviews as you can and try to be as helpful as possible in each review so that your pay scale can increase as quickly as possible. And I also mentioned that they do have instant payments to your linked bank account on Playlist Push, so that is a big plus for the platform. Now getting back to playlists, you will need to have an active public playlist on either Spotify, YouTube Music, or Apple Music in order to make money with this service. Now if that's you, or if you do plan on creating a playlist, then you can go ahead and come down here and click on the Sign Me Up link. Now on the page that comes up, you'll see that you're going to need to fill in some personal details. But before we do that, I want to take you over to this requirements page, because there are some requirements for being a paid curator on Playlist Push. If we scroll down here a bit, you're going to see the main requirements and the prohibited actions on Playlist Push. Now, one of the main requirements is that you're going to need a public playlist on one of the platforms I mentioned that has 1,000 followers or more. And you're also going to need 30 active monthly listeners per playlist and at least 1% active listeners per playlist. Now that may sound like a lot, but in just a minute I'm going to tell you how you can build up a large playlist for use with Playlist Push if you don't have one already. But I do want to point out some things that they do not want you doing on this site. First of all, they do not want you to go and buy followers for your playlist. They want everything done organically and the playlist to be grown naturally. They also do not want certain types of playlists. For example, they don't want you to create a playlist that is just a soundtrack for a specific movie or TV series. They also don't want decade-specific playlists, and they don't want you changing the title of your playlist just to try to encourage people to follow it. Now, what I would suggest as a starting point is that you create a playlist with between 25 and 50 popular songs to get people to start following it. And beyond that, there are several things that you can do to get more followers to your playlist. First, you want to have a good keyword-rich description for the playlist. You can write out a playlist description on any of the platforms that Playlist Push allows. I recommend doing your playlist on Spotify, as that's, in my opinion, the easiest platform to get followers for. So write out a good keyword-rich description that includes keywords related to the genre of your playlist and some of the artists in your playlist that people might be searching for on Spotify. Now, another thing you can do is post about your playlist on social platforms to encourage people to follow it. I'm going to put a link in the video description to a Facebook group you can join, which has over 82,000 members. And inside this Facebook group are artists and other playlist curators, and you'll be able to post about your playlist and ask people to follow it. So that is a great way to reach a large audience of people who are interested in new music and willing to follow other playlists. I'm also going to post a link to the Spotify Reddit community, which has over 300,000 members, and you're welcome to share your playlist link there as well, so that's another great place to get followers. Another thing I recommend is reaching out to artists on platforms like Instagram and trying to get them to give your playlist a shout out in either a post or their Instagram stories, and to get followers that way, as that's another way to quickly reach a large audience and get the 1,000 followers that you need. And of course, you can share your playlist on any of your own existing social media platforms that you have. If you go that route, over time you'll build out a playlist that has an organic following of active listeners, and then you can come back and come to the sign up page here, and you'll give your details, the link for your playlist and your personal details, and get signed up for Playlist Push once you have that playlist with a minimum of 1,000 followers. Now, I am going to mention here, there are services out there, of course, that you can use to buy followers. Now, Playlist Push says that they do not want you doing this, so you'll do it at your own risk. But if you Google buy real Spotify followers, then you'll find services like this that will enable you to buy followers for your playlist. But again, I recommend going the organic route and using some of the social platforms that I mentioned, which I'll have linked in the description, in order to build your playlist. But if you do want to try buying followers, you can. So that's about it for being a playlist curator and reviewer on Playlist Push. But I do also want to highlight a new opportunity that they have. If you go back over to the main page of their website and hover over For Creators again, you'll see that they also now have TikTok video creators as a link in their navigation. Now I'm going to open that page so that we can show you a bit more about who this opportunity is for. Now, on the TikTok side of things, Playlist Push will actually pay you for using music from their artist in your TikTok videos if you have a large enough following. So this is a very easy way to monetize your TikToks, and you don't even need to write reviews. All you need to do is, when you post a new TikTok video, you can use any of the songs in the Playlist Push database, and you'll be paid for doing that. Now, there's no commitment in terms of how much of their music you need to use or how often you need to use it. As I said, you can use any song from the service that you want. And there's also no limit to the amount of money that you can make. Now, for TikTok creators, they do pay out via Venmo, and payments start at a minimum of $10 per video. So for every TikTok that you make where you use a Playlist Push song, you're going to make at least $10. Now, there is a waiting list for this because they have very high demand at the moment. But if this is something that you're interested in, if you are active on TikTok, then you can come down and click on this Apply Now button. And they're going to then let you know about the high demand, and you click on I understand. Then they're going to ask you about your TikTok account. They want to know how many followers you have and how many views your typical video gets. So you'll use this sliding scale to tell them that information, and then click on next step. Now, you may not qualify for the program if you don't have enough followers or your videos aren't getting enough views. And if that's the case, I recommend that you just continue building out your TikTok, and then when you get a large enough following, come back here and then apply for their new TikTok program, because it does sound very promising and seems to be a very easy way to monetize your TikTok. So with that, I think that's everything I need to tell you about Playlist Push. I hope you've enjoyed learning about how to make money online by listening to music. And once again, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know anytime I release new content. And thank you once again for watching this video.